What's up guys, it's me Jeremy. When it comes to League, there's a lot of really solid reasons to play off-meta champions. And time again, pro players catch teams off guard with surprise off-meta champions, and you can definitely do the same. Let's get started. Now overall, playing off-meta champions has both a lot of advantages and disadvantages, but as a whole I think the pros outweigh the cons, at least some of, if not most of the time. The first advantage of playing an off-meta champion is that when doing so, you become extremely unpredictable. Off-meta champions inherently are unpredictable, since your opponents will have no experience playing versus your champion. They won't really understand what you're capable of, and so your outplay potential becomes higher than it should be normally due to the uncommon champion you are playing. Meta champions suffer heavily since experienced players will know the ins and outs of those picks and will know almost as well as you do what your champion is capable of, and so it makes pulling off mechanical outplays a little bit difficult, whereas on off-meta champion, solo kills and mechanical outplays can become a lot easier depending on your pick. As long as you min-max your champion and understand your matchups well, your champion can have a lot more power than it actually would if it was a popular pick. In addition, learning how to play and adapt to random champions is really good, and playing off-meta champions will teach you how to do that to some extent. By playing off-meta picks, you become a lot more prepared for if you ever face off-meta champions versus your opponents. It's just good to have experience facing things that you have no idea how to face, and the best way to get experience and learn how to play against something, at least most of the time, is to play it yourself. And lastly, off-meta picks are cool. It's good to try them every once in a while and experiment and have fun. There's so much untapped potential in champions nowadays, and especially if you aren't playing at the competitive level, you can oftentimes make almost anything work out and have a good time doing it. Now there's also a few disadvantages, and the first being the biggest one, in that a reasonable amount of time, the off-meta picks tend to not actually be that good. Meta picks are meta because they are really powerful, but at the same time, uncommon picks are underplayed, not really because they are weak, but more because they're just untested or really just not as popular. But in solo queue, and for you guys watching, you're not playing at the LCS level, and neither am I, so we have a lot more room to work with, and the inherent power in your champion is not as important as long as you understand your matchups really well and know how to play against meta picks. And lastly, off-meta picks can be very difficult to play. There won't be as much information online for your pick to research and learn about it, as well as the fact that your champ tends to be a little bit weaker on average does make it a little bit tougher to learn since you have a bit less of a kit to work with. Although they can be hard to learn, the advantages will often make up for it. Overall, just make sure that you're comfortable with the picks when playing something off-meta. Oftentimes an off-meta pick is just bad and not really viable, and so it crosses the line of being more of a troll pick than an off-meta option. So be sure to practice and theory craft a lot before taking it to ranked. But overall, I think you can have a lot of fun with off-meta champions and honestly lead to some really nice plays as long as your off-meta pick isn't inherently weak on its own. My name is Jeremy, and that's it for my video on the advantages and disadvantages of playing off-meta champions. Hey guys, it's me Jeremy. Thanks for watching my video. If you enjoyed it, definitely make sure to hit that like button so I can tell, and if you're interested, definitely check me out on all the socials, of which you can see over there. And if you really enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe for some more awesome content in the future, as well as you can check out some of my other videos up here and over there. Anyways, that's going to be it. Thank you so much for watching, and of course, I'll see you guys next time.